Hey guys, Ecom here. Want to show you my first two knives I ever completed. And for those of you that follow me on Instagram, you've already seen these. I've been attempting to learn how to make knives for a little while now. But I learned everything I know off of YouTube, so from guys that do just pretty much this. So I figured I'd return the favor and start up a channel and kind of document my progress as well. Hopefully some of you other new guys out there will learn a thing or two from me, or who knows, just have fun making knives. So these are both out of 1084 steel. This is my first one. Nice satin finish on the bevel. I mirror polished the flat. Let's see if you, there we go, you can see yourselves right there. This is black and blue micarta, which I have to say I am not a fan of micarta. It is a pain to work with. As you can see, it's, I don't know, maybe there's a trick out there with the oil or something, but I can't seem to get this haze out of here. And it loves to clog belts and sandpaper, especially with a fast machine. But that's knife number one. Hardest part by far is getting the grind lines there even. I got it pretty close, not perfect. Let's see, it's kind of hard to tell on camera here, but for one of my firsts ever, start to finish, I had a few failures before I got to this point, but for my first, I think it came out alright. I learned a bunch of things from my failures, and I kept them, and I'll show those at a later video. This one might look a little familiar to you guys. This was my entry knife that I built to try and win the Burr King from Medford Knife and Tool. Now, this one's also 1084. Took it to a 400 grit satin. You can see that shiny line right here. It's that 2-inch newbie mark, I guess they call it. It's from when you're learning to grind, you spend a little too much time, or you lose track, and you give yourself a nice polished spot right there. I can get rid of it now with a little more skill and maybe just a pass or two over the grinder, but for right now, you got the satin finish on the flats. You got the kieranite handles, which polished up pretty nice. This stuff is really nice to work with. As long as you don't go too fast and melt it, you could take it to a 400 grit, a 2000 grit, and just hit it with the buffer, and it still gives you that kind of marble texture, and it's still grippy. Got a nice bit of traction there for how smooth it is. It's almost, I don't know, you have to feel it to see for yourself, but it's almost soft feeling, but it's not, it's hard. Anyway, this one, same struggles with the bevels. You see I took this one almost to a full flat. You see there. And the other side, almost even. I'm getting, this is, like I said, this has got to be the hardest part for me. Now this knife I built it in a day. Or 2 days rather. I was in a big rush. I wanted to get the video done and submitted as my entry to the Burr King giveaway. So I rushed it, and as you can see, when you rush, cause problems. My drill bit walked on me a little bit, and now my pins aren't even. See how this one's low? This one was alright, but this one went low when my drill bit walked on me and I didn't realize it. So that was one issue. The other issue was the newbie mark I showed you guys on the 2-inch spot for a 2-inch grinder. Oh, my fingerprints are all over it. It still had a little bit of cleaning up to do right here. You can see that. A little hard to tell, but I still needed to do some hand work here, and there's a little bit of rough spots here and there. But I mean, overall, especially since I rushed through it, I think it came out pretty cool. You know, it's kind of a kitchen knife and kind of a camp knife. Just a different kind of shape to it. I've always been a fan of this blade shape. With that sharp tip there. But those are my first two. Stay tuned, guys. I'm going to do another video for a few others I'm working on, and another one for the Sugar Creek Forge friction folder that I just finished up. Alright guys, I'll catch you on the next one.